And we're back on the channel. I know it's been a while, but let's dive right in. I have these things under my eyes and they're very good. I highly recommend these. This is called Grace and Stella. This is the assorted box. And if you like them, you can also get one of a kind. And they are on Amazon, and I will give you a link in the drop down. Really good. They really help smooth out the wrinkles. So as you guys know, I had my eyes done and I'm feeling much better about myself. And I'll be looking into getting a face and neck lift. I have a consultation October 2nd at Manhattan Eye and Ear Aesthetic Fellowship at Lenox Hill Hospital in Manhattan with one of the aesthetic fellows, a woman. So I will give you an update on that. But let's dive right into our project. This is called Arlo in, what's that blonde? Sunlit Blonde. Now I got this wig from a wig sister in the new and gently used wig group. Very happy. It was like one for review. But of course, after I wore it like 10 times, the curl fell out. I had to wash it. It was a mess. Actually, the curl didn't fall out. It just got, you know, like the wigs get, haggard. Okay. So what I did was I decided I'm going to try something new. And this has been sitting here for over a week. So we're going to take out the rollers. And as you can see, everything I did. So stick around with me as we run through taking out this whole hodgepodge. You will need, for a regular synthetic wig, not heat friendly, you will need end papers, preferably jumbo of any brand. That is a must. Otherwise you can get cold crimping and you don't want that. Also, you need to have the wig wet before you even think about rolling it up. That is major. I use steam because it gets the whole wig wet and then I roll it up. This is it so far. Now, as you can see, I used a combination of mesh rollers. And you know, some will curl better than others. For what reason, I have no idea. So this is one of the sizes I use. And just to give you an idea of the comparison, these are the 3 sizes. And I'll put everything down in the description. Mesh rollers with end papers. And of course, you'll have to secure them with a pin. The longest Corsage pins that you can find. These are also different sizes. And I wanted to see how the curls came out comparatively so. And here is a disengagement of what I think actually worked very good, which is this, again, with the end paper and the pin. As luck would have it, I have one that didn't curl so great, but if I want, I can always use a hot roller that you can hold in your hand so it's not too hot and roll it up. Again, always with an end paper. That is the key point. Now, as I said, I used a steamer, so I rolled it up wet. Now, what happened next is another key point. You need to use heat to dry it. You can either use a blow dryer to dry your entire wig, or you can get a other kind of dryer. And I'll show you the kind of dryer that I use. Okay, we're almost done. This is absolute magic. And I'm not suggesting that you get this big loop thing, but actually it only cost me 40 bucks. It's actually quite good. So this is what and how I dry my wig after it's rolled up and completely steamed. So it's wet and completely rolled up in whatever tools I'm using with the end papers for the final result. Now here we have all the rollers taken out, and as you can see, it's not bad. Now we're going to use our best friend, which is water, just to give it a nice shake, and we're going to scrunch it up, and then we're going to put her on and see what she looks like. And voila, here is our finished product. Now you're not going to recapture the exact beachy wave that you had before because that would just not be realistic expectation. But this, I think, is an excellent outcome. You be the judge. And all I did was give it a shake, a couple of scrunches with water. Now, if you have a little bit of a flip-flop, you will need a glove. Otherwise, you'll burn your hand off. And a steamer, any kind. And that's it. The lace front on this wig is excellent. Again, this is Arlo in Sunlit Blonde by Estetica Design. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and I'll see you again in the next one.